What's up, IronBirds fans? My name is Michael Marcantonini here for episode 5 of All Mic'd Up. I've got Dan Hammer and Dylan Heid here with me. Guys, you're on episode 5 of All Mic'd Up. Thanks for taking the time, fellas.
Thanks for having us, Mike.
So I had Kyle Verbitsky on in episode 2. He's a Philly area guy. I'm a Philly area guy. So I had to bring you guys both on. So I'm looking forward to talking about some Philly stuff. First of all, what's it like playing baseball, professional baseball that is, so close to home, less than an hour and a half from the Philly area?
I mean, the chances that would happen are pretty slim. So I'm pretty fortunate for that to be our case, and our family can pretty much come to any home game and a lot of the away games as well. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more than that.
What's that like for you, Dylan?
I think I take it for granted a little bit because, I know Kyle said he was out in California, last year at the A's. So, just having our family close by, able to come see a game before scheduled pitch, it's really nice to have.
So, Dylan, you're from the Malvern area. Dan, you're from Philly. Who's your favorite Philly athlete growing up? Dylan, we'll start with you for this one.
Probably Shane Victorino.
Okay.
Flying Hawaiian out in center field. So whenever we would go to Phillies games, we'd have center field tickets. So I always try to get a ball from him. So that's cool.
How about you, Dan?
Let's go Chase Utley.
Classic.
Just a grinder. Remember him just getting, whenever he would get hit by a pitch, he wouldn't even flinch.
Yeah.
No elbow guard or anything. Just hard-nosed player. Fun guy to watch.
Well, you guys both grew up seeing the Phillies playing a lot of big games, playoff runs, World Series championship. You guys were both a part of the playoff run last season, going all the way to Game 3 of the championship series here with the IronBirds. What was it like for you guys being a part of that run?
It's just pretty cool. Just having a group of guys that we all get along together and we just killed out on the baseball field. It's just pretty fun, kind of seeing how far we can go. And I didn't, really make playoffs much in high school or college, so it's pretty cool to do that here. And
Dan, you've been an IronBird for a lot of your career because you were here when the team was a short season affiliate, and now getting to go to the playoffs and that championship run last year as a high A affiliate. What was that like?
Yeah, it was fun to see us get that far into the season. I mean, most of the time you don't play baseball that long in September, so that was a cool experience, especially getting to play down in Bowling Green. I mean, getting to see a new field, we actually got to fly there, so that was cool. We got hot at the right time pretty much, and it was a fun team to be a part of.
The flights definitely beat the bus rides for sure, especially around playoff time. So I got to ask you guys about the relief pitcher mentality. There's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of waiting around with what you guys do. How do you kill the time, from the time the game starts till, you're getting called in the middle or late innings?
Yeah, Dylan.
A lot of stuff. We'll play games sometimes. We'll have this game password. If we're not hot that day, we'll think of a word. And then they gotta guess it. And then we're just. Can you bleep stuff out on this or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, we just around. So, but yeah, if we're hot, if you're gonna come to the game later, you're gonna kind of distance yourself from all the tomfoolery going on back there, and then kind of just get ready to go into the game.
Yeah, what's your take on that, Dan?
It definitely makes the game go by a little faster when we're kind of playing games like that. But for the most part, we have a great group of guys down there, so it's easy to stay locked in and root for your guys. Everyone's super supportive. Whenever your name gets called, everyone's there to help, so it's a fun group.
When your name does get called, when it's your turn to get hot in the bullpen, how do you lock in mentally and prepare to get into the game? We'll start with you, Dan.
It usually starts with chugging some pre-workout, maybe putting some BioFreeze on, but once your name gets called, that's just an instant shot of adrenaline. So you just get your body moving, start throwing some plyo balls, and just really getting your mind locked in, as if you're going to go in that game that inning or the following inning. So
you doing some similar stuff there, Dylan, or you got your own?
Yeah, I'm usually I'm pretty ADHD, so I'm just all over the place. If I hear my name, I just gotta shut everything out, just try to dial in, my mind into, what I'm here to do and just strike people out. So
you're both Philly area guys, but you had to go out west to the western part of Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh area, to play your college ball. Now, Dan, you played D1 at University of Pittsburgh, and Dylan, you went D2 at Pitt Johnstown. So, Dylan, I want to start with you on this one. What was your experience like pitching at Pitt Johnstown?
It was interesting. My sophomore year, that was my first year that I walked onto the team, and it's different ball out there. It's cool just finally playing some college baseball. It's almost like JUCO out there. It's real gritty. everyone, like all the players are, working for each other, just trying to get better. Yeah, it's a good time.
So Dan, I'm a Penn State guy, but my brother goes to Pitt, so I've got some love for the Panthers. So tell me about your experience there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes you appreciate warm weather baseball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. I mean, me and Dylan both, a large portion of the season in some harsh conditions. But I mean, speaking to what he said about grit, it is a gritty city. And playing in the ACC is one of the toughest conferences in baseball. So I mean, you got to fight every weekend.
You guys both took advantage of an opportunity playing summer ball when you guys were in college, and that helped you, move up draft boards and eventually get drafted by the Orioles. Now, Dan, you played a couple seasons for the Chatham Anglers in the Cape Cod League, and Dylan, you played after your senior season at Pitt Johnstown. You went and played for the Trenton Thunder in the MLB Draft League. Mm-hmm. So, Dylan, I'll start with you on this one. What did that experience do for you in terms of exposure and visibility to scouts and help you get drafted?
Oh, it was fantastic. Like, I never had any like TrackMan numbers or anything for like my pitches and stuff. All they knew is like, oh, he throws 93 or something. But like that really helped out with like the vertical break. Like every scout's looking for vertical break now. So just to like have the numbers and see my pitch metrics, it really helped out a lot.
Dan, a couple of years in the Cape Cod League, and that's the most prestigious summer collegiate baseball league, at least the most well known. So what did the visibility of being out there do for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty eye-opening getting to play with the best players in the country. And it is a ton of exposure as far as scouts and that nature. So it was big for me to get the opportunity to play there and showcase my skills there. So I think it definitely helped put me on the map a little bit.
Before I get to this game that I have for you guys at the end of the interview, one more question. So you're both Philly guys. Kyle Verbitsky's also a Philly guy on this team. What's it like for each of you having two other Philly guys on this team to be teammates with?
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like kind of like an off-season. Like we train together in the off-season, so we kind of have the same core group on this team. So that's a pretty rare thing to happen. So I mean, we already have that connection, and yeah, couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool, like, training the off season, hearing he got traded here. Yeah. So, and then to find out we're on the same team to start the year, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap this interview up with this game that I told you guys about earlier. So the game is called Hammer Time or Run and Heid. And Dylan, I apologize in advance that the Run and Heid portion of it is like the negative side of it.
Okay.
But it just fit with the name. I don't mean no disrespect at all.
Right.
So Hammer Time or Run and Heid, and these are 5 questions IronBirds related. So basically, Hammer Time means yes, Run and Heid means no. It's like a deal or no deal.
Right.
So first one, you got to sing the national anthem at an IronBirds game. Hammer Time or Run and Heid, Dan?
I'm gonna go Run and Heid for myself.
All right, Dylan.
I'm probably gonna Run and Heid. I'll probably just forget the words somehow.
I would go Hammer Time for somebody else though.
Oh,
another pitcher on the staff.
Ryan Long.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
He sung it at the Shorebirds.
Love that. Love that. All right. I don't know if you guys during the pregame show see the advertisement for the Porkinator Challenge, but basically it's a 2-foot-long sausage with a bun, ton of toppings on top, a big pile of fries, and you got to finish it in a certain amount of time. So you taking on the Porkinator Challenge, Hammer Time or Run and Heid, Dylan?
Hammer Time. I'll try my best.
Love it.
Yeah, I gotta go Hammer Time as well.
Alone or with a partner?
How?
It's pretty big, 2-foot-long sausage.
I mean,
I might need my roommate to help me.
Okay.
Call up Jake to help me finish that one.
All right, yeah, call in Lions. Call them up in the bullpen, get them hot. All right, so you let's say you guys run out of position players and Berto needs a pitcher to volunteer to hit. Hammer Time or Run and Heid?
Hammer Time.
No doubt about it, Hammer Time.
All right, I love that. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, this one, I'm interested to hear the answer for this one. So you got to race Luis Valdez. So you're both going to start at home plate. Okay. If you get halfway to third before he gets home, you win. Dylan, Hammer Time or Run and Heid?
Hammer Time.
Dan?
I got to do it. Hammer Time.
All right. What if I said you got to get all the way to third before he gets home?
What happens if I don't?
Well, you just lose. That's it. That's
I mean, there's no shame in losing to Luis Valdez, so Hammer Time.
All right. Last one for you guys. Dan, I'll start with you on this one. You got to be my color commentator for a full game in the broadcast booth. Hammer Time or Run and Heid?
Hammer Time. I'll give it a try. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's
Long
more
time
of just
to stay
like,
locked in.
that's a long time to stay locked in.
Yeah.
I only got like 20 minutes max. So
Okay.
big Run and Heid.
1 or 2 innings maybe, but at least I
One
know
or two.
I got one volunteer over here.
Yeah.
Well, he's Dan Hammer, he's Dylan Hyde, I'm Michael Marcantonini. That'll do it for episode 5 of All Mic'd Up, guys. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
It's a wrap.
Runners lead off their bases. 2-2, got him. It's hammer time in the Dean, and the tourists can't touch this. 2 outs, no one on. 1-2 the count on Carr. Hyde ready, the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, a called strike 3.